My fellow Minnesotans, cracks are forming across this beautiful state we call home. Not because Minnesota is weak, but because the foundation we have been standing on has been ignored for far too long. A structure can look strong on the outside, while underneath the foundation is old, cracked, and no longer up to code. We have to be honest with ourselves, face the truth that we have been ignoring for far too long, that the repairs are not enough, that we no longer can kick the can down the road. We may have to rip out what is broken, outdated, and falling apart, and rebuild a foundation that is strong, accountable, and worthy of the people it serves. Not to tear Minnesota down, but to build it up so it can truly stand the test of time. There is pressure beneath our feet, frustration, mistrust, unanswered questions, like a volcano that has been rumbling for far too long. When truth finally breaks through, it will bring ash, darkness, and uncertainty. But hear me clearly tonight. Darkness never lasts forever. Minnesotans are asking real and fair questions now. How do billions of dollars, 10, 15, even 20 billion disappear through fraud while families struggle to afford groceries, rent, healthcare, and safety? How do taxes keep rising while education stalls, homelessness grows, infrastructure crumbles, and crime steals peace from our neighborhoods? How can we trust leaders who take from hardworking taxpayers but fail to be good stewards of what the citizens have entrusted to them? For far too long, many people elected in power have seen what's wrong or know what's wrong and chose silence over courage, afraid to speak, afraid to act, afraid of labels instead of being accountable, oftentimes creating distractions to have you looking at something else rather the root of the true problem. Year after year, Minnesota have been told, just keep voting the same way. It will get better. But the cost of living rises, the grocery carts gets lighter, rent gets heavier, and trust grows thinner. I won't insult you by pretending this isn't real, and I won't tell you the road ahead will be easy. There will be difficult days ahead. That I promise you. There will be questions asked, systems examined, leaders held accountable, both the Democrats and the Republicans. Moments when the old ways finally gives way for the new. But hear this promise. When things get darker, light is already on its way. Faith teaches us that a house built on solid foundation will stand. Minnesota has endured storms before, and now we have the opportunity to rebuild wisely with truth as our blueprint, integrity as our cornerstone. Just like American eagle rising through the ash clouds, this state will rise, not divided, not afraid, but reborn, as the volcano stops rumbling and goes into eternal sleep. And this rebuilding will not come from politicians alone. We are the parents of this land. We are the stewards of what we've been given. It is our responsibility to till the fields, to break up hardened soil, to enrich it with love, care, and truth. We must clear the stones, pave a firm path forward, and prepare the ground wisely so that when we sow our seeds, our children can grow tall and strong. Strong in character, strong in faith, strong enough to stand when storms come. What we build today is what they will inherit tomorrow. And Minnesota deserves a foundation where the next generation doesn't just survive, but thrives. Just imagine. There comes a moment in every generation when we must answer a certain call, to stop waiting for someone else to fix it and realize we are the ones that we need to fix it, not the politicians. We are the ones who make a brighter day when we choose courage over comfort, truth over fear, unity over division. There is a choice before us to give, to serve, to rebuild, not just budgets and systems, but trust, hope, create opportunities for future generations. So these uncertain times, I ask you, go home to your families, check on your neighbors, strengthen your communities, help when help is needed, because no politician alone will save Minnesota, not even myself. Minnesota citizens will save Minnesota citizens together. If we walk forward hand in hand, guided by faith, rooted in love for one another and for this great state, then I promise you, hope is not gone. Light is just around the corner, and Minnesota's best days are still ahead. Ross Nova, shooting forward, brighter, bolder, with each brick we use to build our foundation for a better, stronger tomorrow. Thank you.